like a brook when it trips and falls over stones. It is a way to sing through the night, like a lark who is learning to pray. I go to the hills when my heart is lonely. I know I will hear what I've heard before. My heart will be blessed with the sound of music, and I'll sing once more.
I think we should be pleased with our efforts. Out of 28 postulants, 16 or 17 are ready to enter the novitiate. Let's consider them out for once. There's Ermengarde.
Reverend Mother, there's no doubt about Ermengarde. The religious life is no place for piety.
You mean the pretentiously pious Sister Bertha. There's Christina. And there's Maria.
Reverend Mother, after last night there can be no doubt in your mind about Maria.
I gave her permission to leave the Abbey for the day.
I told you, Sister Bertha.
Abbey.
Reverend Mother, I brought Maria. She's waiting.
Sister Sophia, the mistress of postulants and the mistress of novices do not see eye to eye with Maria. How do you feel about her?
Well, I love her very dearly, but she always seems to be in trouble, doesn't she?
Exactly what I said. She climbs a tree and scrapes her knee. Her dress has gotten a tear.
She dances on her way to mass and whistles on the stair.
And underneath her wimple she has curls in her hair.
I've even heard her singing in the Abbey.
She's always late for chapel.
But her penitence is real.
She's always late for everything except for every meal. I hate to have to say it, but I very badly feel.
Maria's not an answer to the Abbey. I'd like to say a word in her behalf.
Then say it, Sister Margareta.
Maria makes me laugh. Mary's on a common like Maria. Have you found a word that means Maria?
Of liberty, Jeanette.
A clown. Anything to tell her? I think she ought to understand. But how do you make her say? I'll listen to all you say. How do you keep her in upon the sand? Well, how do you solve the problem like Maria? How do you hold that moonbeam in your hand? When I'm with her, I'm confused, out of focus and bemused, and I never know exactly where I am.
Unpredictable
She's a darling.
She's a demon.
She's a lamb. She allowed pester and he passed, drive a hornet from his nest.
She could throw a running garden out a wall.
She is gentle, she's wild. She's a riddle, she's a child.
She's a headache.
She's an angel. She's a girl. How do you solve a problem like Maria? How do you catch a cloud and pin it down? How do you find a word that means Maria? What's the way to is all we know the best? Many a thing you know you like to tell her. Many a thing she ought to understand. But how do you make her stay and listen to all you say? How do you keep away the bloodless sand? Oh, how do you solve a problem like Maria? How do you hold that moonbeam in your hand?
Now, my children, I think I should talk to Maria instead of about her. I am grateful for you all. Abbey. Sit down, Maria. I'd like to talk to you.
Yes, about last night. Reverend Mother, I was on my knees most of the night because I was late, and after you'd been so kind and given me permission to leave.
Very few of us were asleep. We could only imagine that you'd lost your way, and to lose your way at night on that mountain.
Oh, Reverend Mother, I couldn't be lost on that mountain. That's my mountain. I was brought up on it. It was that mountain that brought me to you.
Oh?
When I was a little girl, I used to come down that mountain. I'd climb a tree and I'd look over into your garden. I'd see the sisters and I'd hear them sing on their way to Vespers. Many times I went back up on that mountain, singing all the way. And that brings up another transgression. I was singing yesterday, and I was singing without your permission.
Maria, it's only here in the Abbey where there's a rule about singing.
Well, that's the hardest rule of all for me. Sister Margaretta is always reminding me, but too late after I started singing.
And the other day in the garden, you were singing at the top of your voice.
But Mother, it's that kind of song.
I came to the window, but when you saw me, you stopped.
Yes, that's been on my mind ever since it happened.
It's been on my mind too. I wish you hadn't stopped. I used to sing that song when I was a little girl, but I just quite can't remember. Please.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudels, doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with noodles, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. spapple strudels, doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with noodles, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so
Mother, we were both singing at the top of our voices.
You're right. It is that kind of song.
And singing it always makes me feel better. Mother, where did you learn that song?
I grew up on those mountains myself. Maria, despite what you saw over those Abbey walls, you weren't prepared for the way we live, were you?
No, Mother. But I pray, and I try,
Maria, what's the most important lesson you've learned here?
to find out what is the will of God and to do it.
Even if it's hard to accept.
Even then.
Maria, it seems to be the will of God that you leave us.
Leave? Leave here? Oh no, Mother, please no.
Only for a while.
Mother, no, please, let me stay here. This is what I want. This is my life.
But are you ready for it? Perhaps if you left us for a short amount of time, you'd come back to us, knowing what we expect of you, and that we do expect it.
Oh, but I know what you expect, and I'll do it, I promise.
Maria,
If it is the will of God, where am I to go?
there's a family of 7 children. You like children, and you're very good with them. They'll need a governess until September.
Until September?
Captain Von Trapp expects you this afternoon. He's a fine man and a brave one. He was awarded the Maria Theresa Medal by the Emperor. It was for heroism in the Adriatic.
Oh, Mother, a captain in the Navy, he'll be very strict.
You're not being sent to his battleship.
Reverend Mother, have I your permission to sing?
Yes, my child.
These are a few of my favorite things. I have been given permission to sing.
Yes, sir.
I was calling for the governess and she didn't answer. Do you know why?
Sometimes she doesn't hear, sir.
I'm sorry, sir. I was answering the telephone. Good day, sir. We are happy to have you home again.
Why did the last governess leave?
Who knows? She just said, I've had enough of this, and walked out.
Why? Was Louisa playing tricks on her again? Did she put toads in her bed?
She didn't complain of that, sir.
Well, it doesn't matter. We have another one coming today, and this one can't walk out.
Oh,
She is from Nonberg Abbey with orders to stay until September.
I hope you'll be home for a time, sir.
Just until tomorrow. That telephone call, was it for me?
No, sir, it was for Franz. There was a call from Vienna, Frau Schrader. I have the number in the pantry.
I know the number. I shall be returning in about a month with some guests.
Yes, sir. Do you know how many, sir?
Just two. Herr Detmer
Ah, Herr Detweiler.
and Frau Schrader.
Who wanted me on the telephone?
It was the post office. They've got a telegram for you. It will arrive at 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock? That gives me 5 hours to be nervous.
With that scatterbrained boy delivering telegrams?
Well, that's one thing people are saying. If the Germans did take over Austria, we'd have efficiency.
Don't let the captain hear you say that! He didn't whistle for us when his wife was alive.
He's being the captain of his ship again.
I can't bear being whistled for! It's humiliating!
In the Imperial Navy, the bosun whistled for us all the time.
But I wasn't in the Imperial Navy.
It's too bad. Could have made a fortune. You will wait here.
I am Captain von Trapp. You are Fraulein.
Maria Rayner.
Now, Fraulein, as to your duties here. Would you mind stepping over there? Before my children spot you, you will put on a new dress.
Well, I haven't any other dress. When we enter the Abbey, our worldly clothes are given to the poor.
And what of this one?
Well, the poor didn't want this one.
This is what you would call worldly?
It belonged to our last postulant. If I had been given the time, I would have made my own dress. I can make my own clothes.
Good. I'll see to it that you're given some material. Today, if possible. Now, you will be in charge of my children. There are 7 of them. You will find out how far they have progressed in their studies and carry on from there. Each morning will be spent in the classroom. Each afternoon, they march. You will see to it that at all times they conduct themselves with decorum and orderliness. The first rule of this household is discipline.
Yes, sir.
This is the new governess, Fraulein Maria. When I call your signal, you will step forward and repeat your name. You, Fraulein, will listen to and learn their signals, so you may call them when you want them.
Liesel.
Friedrich.
Louisa.
Kurt.
Brigitte. Marta. Gretel.
Now, Fraulein, let's see how well you listened.
Well, I won't have to whistle for them, Reverend Captain. What I meant is, I'll be with them all the time.
Not at all times. This is a large house and a large estate. And they have been taught to only come when they hear their whistle. Now, when I want you, this is what you will hear.
Well, you won't have to trouble, sir, because I couldn't answer to a whistle.
Nonsense. Everyone answers to a whistle. Allow me to demonstrate.
Yes, sir.
This is my orderly, my butler, the new governess, Fräulein Maria.
Yes, sir.
This is my executive officer, Frau Schmidt, the housekeeper. Fräulein Maria, please be sure that her room is ready for her.
Yes, sir.
I shall now leave you with the children. You, Fräulein, are in command.
Pardon me, sir. You didn't tell me how to address you.
You will call me Captain.
Thank you, Captain. I forgot to return this whistle, Captain. I won't be needing it, Captain. Well, now that it is just us, would you mind telling me your names again and how old you are? Now, you're...
I'm Lisa. I'm 16 years old and I don't need a governess.
I'm glad you told me. We'll just be friends.
I'm Friedrich. I'm 14 years old and I'm a boy.
You're almost a man.
I'm Brigitte.
You didn't tell me how old you are, Louisa.
I'm Brigitte. She's Louisa. She's 13 and you're smart. I'm 9 and I think that dress is the ugliest one I ever saw.
Kids, say things like that.
Why not? Don't you think it's ugly?
I thought so. Say so. I'm Kurt. I'm 11. Almost.
That's a nice age to be 11, almost.
I'm Marta and I'm gonna be 7 on Tuesday and I like a pink parasol.
Pink is my favorite color, too. And you're Gretel. Let me tell you something. I've never been a governess before. Where do I start?
Oh, you don't know anything about being a governess?
No.
Well, the first thing you have to do about being a governess is to tell father to mind his own business.
Please don't like her.
Hey, what's this for?
For when we sing together.
We don't sing.
Of course you sing. Everybody sings. What songs do you know?
We don't know any songs.
You don't?
No.
Well, now I know where to start. I'm going to teach you how to sing. Let's start at the very beginning. A very good place to start. When you read, you begin with A, B, C. When you sing, you begin with Do, Re, Mi. Do, Re, Mi. Do, Re, Mi. The first 3 notes just happen to be Do, Re, Mi. Do, Re, Mi. Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti. Come, let me make it easier for you. Listen. Do, a deer, a female deer. Re, a drop of golden sun. Mi, a name I call myself. Fa, a long way to run. So, a needle pulling thread. La, a note to follow. So, T, a drink with jam and bread. That will bring us back to Do. Oh, 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 Do. A deer, a female deer. Red, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself. Fa, a long way to run. So, a needle pulling thread. La, a note to follow. So, T, a drink with jam and bread. That will bring us back to Do. A deer, a female deer. Ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself. Fa, a long way to run. So, a needle pulling thread. La, a note to follow. So, T, a drink with jam and bread. That will bring us back to Do. Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do.
Brigitte. Do, re, mi, fa, so, and so on are only the tools we use to build the song. Once we have these notes in our heads, we can sing a million different tunes.
How?
By mixing them up. So, do, la, fa, mi, do, re. Now you try it. So, do, la, fa, mi, do, re. So, do, la, ti, do, re, do. So, do, la, ti, do, re, do. Now let's put it all together. So, do, la, fa, mi, do, re. So, do, la, ti, do, re, do.
But it doesn't mean anything.
So we add words. One word for every note. When you know the notes to sing, you can sing most anything.
You said one word for every note.
Yes, Brigitte, I did.
But when you did anything, you used the 3 notes on one word.
Yes. Well, sometimes we do that all together now. When you know the notes to sing, you can sing most anything. Do, a deer, a female deer, red, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself, far, a long, long way to run. So, a needle pulling thread, a note to follow, so, tea, a drink with jam and bread, that will bring us back to the do, re, mi,
Fa,
so, la, ti, do, ti, so, mi, re, do, mi, so, re,
fa,
la, ti, do, mi, so, re,
fa, fa,
la, ti, do, mi, so, re,
fa, fa,
la, ti, do, mi, so, re,
fa, fa,
la, ti, do, mi, so, re, most anything. Do, a deer, a female deer, ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself, far, a long, long way to run. So, a needle pulling thread, a note to follow, so, a drink with jam and bread, that will bring us back to that will bring us back to do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do.
Rolf?
Liesel!
Yes?
Just because your father's home doesn't mean you have to say goodnight so early.
How did you know my father was home?
Oh, I have my ways of knowing things.
You're wonderful.
Oh, no, I'm not. Really?
Yes, you are. I mean, how did you know 2 days ago that you would be here tonight with the telegram for Franz?
Every year, on this date, he gets a birthday telegram from his sister.
You see, you are wonderful.
Can I come again tomorrow?
Rolf, you can't know you'll have a telegram to deliver here tomorrow night.
No, but I could come by mistake. I could come with a telegram for Admiral von Schneider. He's here from Berlin. He's staying with the Gottleiter and... I wasn't supposed to say that. Please don't tell your dad.
Why not?
Well, he's pretty Austrian.
We're all Austrian.
Yes. But some people think we ought to be German. And those people are pretty mad at the people who don't think that. And they're getting ready to... Let's just hope your father doesn't get into any trouble.
Don't worry about Father. He's decorated for bravery.
Oh, I don't worry about your father. No, the only one I worry about is his daughter.
Me?
How old are you, Liesel?
16. What's wrong with that?
You wait, little girl, on an empty stage for fate to turn the light on. Your life, little girl, is an empty page that men will want to write on. You are 16, going on 17, baby, it's time to think. Better be wary, canny, be careful, baby, you're on the brink. You are 16, going on 17, fellows will fall in line. Eager young lads and runaways and cats will offer you food and wine. Totally unprepared are you to face a world of men. Timid and shy and scared are you of things beyond your ken. You need someone older and wiser telling you what to do. I am 17, going on 18. I'll take care of you.
tomorrow. I have this material he ordered for new dresses for you.
Oh, how nice of him. Even before these are made, they are the loveliest dresses I've ever had. I hope the captain will like them because I want to ask him for more fabric.
More?
Oh, not for me, for children, for the play clothes.
The Von Trapp children don't play. The captain doesn't like for them to get dirty.
But they're children. They have to climb trees, roll in the grass. Think of all the rocks and
The
caves.
captain believes that the best exercise is marching. The children will continue to march. I hope you find your room comfortable.
Yes, thank you.
There will be new curtains hung on the alcove. They will be hung tomorrow.
New curtains, but these ones are very good.
There will be new curtains.
Will the captain be away long?
Oh, I don't know. Of course, he must come home every time he hires a new governess. Sometimes I think the children send away their old governesses just so they can see their father.
He must want to see them too.
Ever since his wife died, well, they reminded him too much of her. You won't be using that.
Well, why not?
The captain won't have music here.
He won't have music?
And he used to love music. There were wonderful evenings here where his wife would sing and he would play the violin or guitar. But now he's shut all of that out of his life.
So that's why he's the way he is. But not to have music, that's wrong for him and that's wrong for the children too.
Oh, it will work out. The captain may remarry again before the summer's over.
Oh, why, that would change everything. They'd have a new mother again.
It's going to rain. You should close your window.
Dear God, I know now that you have set me on a mission. I must help these children to love their new mother and help them to win her love so that she may never want them to leave her. I pray that this may become a happy family in thy sight. God bless Captain, God bless Liesel and Friedrich and Brigitte, and Marta and little Gretel and Louisa, and, oh, I forgot the other boy. What's his name? Well, God bless what's his name. God bless Reverend Mother and Sister Margareta and everyone back at Nonberg Abbey. And now, dear God, about Liesel. Help her to know that I am her friend and help her to tell me what she's been up to.
Are you going to tell on me?
Help me to be understanding so that I may guide her footsteps. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Ghost.
I was out walking and someone closed the doors earlier than usual. I didn't want to wake everybody up, so when I saw your window was open...
Liesel, did you climb that trellis all the way up here?
Oh yes! It's how we children always got into this room to play tricks on the governesses. Louisa can do it with the toad in her hand.
Liesel, were you out walking all by yourself? You know, if we wash that dress out tonight, nobody would know of it in the morning. This would be just between you and me. Here, you can put this on. Go put your dress to soak in the bathtub and come back and sit on the edge of my bed and we'll have a talk.
I told you today that I don't need a governess. Well, maybe I do.
Oh, Gretel, it's you. Are you afraid? You're not afraid of a thunderstorm. Now, you just stay here with me. Where are the others?
They're asleep. They're not scared. Wait for me!
Oh no, look. Come all of you up on the bed. Now all we have to do is just wait for the boys.
We won't see them. Boys are brave.
You boys aren't frightened of a thunderstorm too, are you?
Oh, no, we're just making sure you weren't.
Was this your idea, Friedrich?
No, I was Kurt.
Kurt, that's the one I left out. God bless Kurt.
Why does it do that?
Well, the lightning says something to the thunder, and the thunder answers it back.
Well, I
I wish you wouldn't answer so loud.
Maybe if we sing loud enough, we won't be able to hear the thunder. High on a hill was a lonely goat herd, odelay, odelay, hey-ho. Loud was the voice of the lonely goat herd, odelay, odeloo. Folks in a town that was quite remote, odelay, odelay, hey-ho. Lusty clear from the goat herd's throat, odelay, odeloo. Oh, ha, lady, odelay, oh, ha, lady, odelay, oh, ha, lady, odelay, oh, lady, odelay, odelay. A prince on a bridge of a castle moat, odelay, 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 hey-ho. Men on a road with a low two-toed, odelay, odelay, odeloo. Men in the midst of a table d'eau, odelay, 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 hey-ho. Men drinking beer with the foam afloat, odelay, odelay, odeloo. Oh, ha, lady, odelay, oh, lady, odelay, oh, lady, odelay, oh, lady, odelay, odelay. One little girl in a pale pink coat, odelay, 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 hey-ho. She yodeled back to the lonely goat, odelay, odelay, odeloo. Soon heard a log with a gleaming glow, odelay, 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 hey-ho. What a duet for a girl and goat, odelay, odelay, odeloo. Oh, lady, odelay, oh, lady, odelay, oh, lady, odelay, oh, lady, odelay, odelay. Happy day, lady, oh, lady, oh, lady, oh. Soon the duet will become a trio, lady, odelay, odeloo. Odelay, 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 one little girl in a coat turned. She yelled back to the lonely goat turned. Soon her life with a gleaming glow turned. Odelay, odelay, hey-ho. What a duet for a girl and goat turned. Odelay, odeloo. Oh, lady, odelay, oh, lady, odelay, odelay. Happy day, lady, oh, lady, oh, lady, oh, lady, oh. Soon the duet will become a trio, lady, odelay, odeloo. Odelay,
Tell Herr Detweiler we were out here having lemonade.
Yes, sir. Herr Detweiler is still on the telephone.
Frau Schrader?
Oh, thank you.
No sign of the children, Franz?
Not yet, sir.
Oh, Georg. Oh, these mountains. Oh, they're magnificent.
Yes. They're like no other mountains. They're friendly.
Oh.
See that green stretch of wood? When the wind rushes through it, it's like a restless sea.
And that sweet little village, too.
That's not a village, that's a town.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt its feelings.
It's fun being with you. You're quite the experience for me.
Oh, you're quite the experience for me, too. Somewhere in you there's a fascinating man. Occasionally I catch a glimpse of him, and when I do, he's exciting.
Exciting? Never been called exciting before.
Well, I'm beginning to understand you better now that I see you here. You know, you're a little like those mountains, except that you keep moving. How could you stay away from this place as much as you are?
Well, maybe I've been searching for a reason to come back here to stay.
Georg, I like it here very much.
Max can't still be on the telephone. I know he's nervous about getting singers for the Carlsberg Festival, but you like it here?
Oh, we'd have to split our time in Vienna. I have Heinrich's estate to look after.
I thought it was a corporation now.
Oh, it is. I'm president.
You, president of a corporation?
I managed Heinrich's affairs years before he died.
I can't see you sitting behind a desk.
Of course, I wear a business suit and smoke a big cigar.
Excuse me, Captain. Herr Detweiler would like his lemonade.
While he's telephoning?
He's just finished.
I'm sorry I took so long.
Any luck?
How would you like this for the Carlsberg Festival? The greatest choral group in all of Austria, with the best mixed quartet in Europe, and the best soprano in the world.
Oh, Max, that's something I'd love to hear.
And so would I. All I've got now is a basso who isn't even profundo.
Well, Max, you always come up with a good festival concert.
And you know why? Because my motto is, never start looking for the people you're going to wind up getting. That's why I've been spending all day telephoning Stockholm, Paris, Rome, London.
On Georg's telephone.
How else could I afford it? Why else am I up here?
Well, I hoped it was because you liked me.
Georg, I do like you. Why shouldn't I like you? You live like a king! And you have an excellent wine cellar.
Oh, Max.
Elsa, I like rich people. I like the way they live, and I like the way I live when I'm with them. Georg, speaking as a government official, do you have a cathedral around here?
That's our Abbey. Nürnberg Abbey.
And do they have a choir?
A beautiful one.
Excellent. I will spend the next few days visiting all these little towns, listening to their choirs, quartets, Segenburgs.
Max, you will be here for meals, won't you?
Oh, yes. In fact, it was in a town about that size, Waltzman, where I discovered the St. Ignatius Boys Choir. In 1930, they won the festival, became very famous, and toured all around the world.
Oh, yes, whatever became of them?
By the time they finished touring, they were wealthy enough to live in America. Georg, who lives in that dilapidated castle down the hill? Rumpelstiltskin?
Baron Elberfeld, the oldest family in the valley.
Oh, I'd like to meet him. I'd like to meet all your friends. Georg, why don't you throw a dinner for me while I'm here? Oh, nothing too much, just something lavish.
I wouldn't know who to invite. It's hard to tell who's friend and who's enemy these
Well,
days.
now is not a good time to make enemies. Let's make some friends.
Can't understand where the children have gone.
You're not worried about them, are you?
They should have been here to greet you.
Well, it couldn't have been an intentional slight because they haven't met me yet.
Forgive me. I'll try to go find them.
Elsa, have you made up Georg's mind yet? Is he going to marry you?
Oh, of course. He hasn't admitted it yet. There seems to be something standing in his way.
You don't know what it is. No. I do.
What?
It's simple. It's money.
Money.
Yes. He is rich and you're rich. In all the famous love affairs, the lovers have to struggle. In garret rooms away upstairs, the lovers starve and snuggle. Their famous for misfortune, which they seem to have no fear of. While lovers who are very rich, very seldom hear of.
Not a sign of them anywhere.
No little shadow you share with me. We do not flee from the mortgagee. Nary a care in the world am we.
How can love survive?
You're fond of bonds and you own a lot. I have a plane and a diesel yacht.
Plenty of nothing you haven't got. How can love survive?
No rides for us on the top of the bus in the face of the freezing breezes.
You reach your goals in your comfy old rolls or in one of your Mercedes.
Far, very far off the beam are we. Quaint and bizarre as a team are we. 2 millionaires with a dream are we. We're keeping romance alive. 2 millionaires with a dream are we. We'll make our love survive. No little cold water flat have we, warmed by the glow of insolvency.
Up to your legs in security. How can love survive?
How can I show what I feel for you? I cannot go out and steal for you. I cannot die like a meal for you. How can love survive?
You millionaires with financial affairs are too busy for simple pleasure. When you are poor, it is toujours l'amour, for l'amour all the poor have pleasure.
Caught in our gold-plated chains are we, trapped in our wealthy domains are we, lost in our capital gains are we, but we'll keep romance alive.
Trapped by your capital gains are you. We'll make your love survive.
What are you doing? Who are you?
Christ, Nick.
I have a telegram for Herr Detweiler.
I am Herr Detweiler.
It's in here.
Thank you.
You've delivered your telegram. Now get out!
Rouse.
Georg, he's just a boy.
I am an Austrian. I will not be hired.
Again, why don't you look at things the way I do? What's going to happen is going to happen. Just be sure it doesn't happen to you.
Max, it's a good thing you haven't any character. Because if you had, I'm convinced I'd hate you.
You couldn't hate me. I'm too lovable.
Herr Detweiler, there's a call for you.
Oh, I'll take it, Franz. Hold this for me.
Oh, Captain, you're home.
get cleaned up, get into your uniforms, and report back here. At once! Fraulein, where did you get these abominations? Out of a nightmare?
No, out of some old curtains. The ones that used to hang in my bedroom. There was plenty of wear left in them.
Just a moment. Do you mean to tell me the entire neighborhood has seen my children running around in old curtains?
They become very popular. Everyone smiles at them.
I don't wonder.
They say, there goes Captain Von Trapp's children.
My children have always been a credit to my name.
Oh, but Captain, they weren't. They were just unhappy little marching machines.
Don't talk to me about my children.
I know you don't want to hear, but you're not home long enough to know them.
I said I don't want to hear from
I know you don't, but you've got to. Take Liesel. Liesel isn't a child anymore, and if you keep treating her as one, Captain, you're gonna have a mutiny on your hands. And Friedrich's afraid to be himself. He's shy, he's aloof. Friedrich needs you. He needs your confidence.
Don't tell me about my son.
Brigitte could tell you about him. She could tell you a lot more if you got to know her, because she notices things. And she always tells the truth, especially when you don't want to hear it. And Kurt is sensitive, and you brush him aside the way you do all of them. I haven't finished yet. Louisa wants to have a good time. You just have to let her have a good time. Little Marta, I don't know about yet. Somebody has to find out about her. And little Gretel just wants to be loved. Oh, Captain, love them. Love all of them, please. They need you.
Stop! Stop it! You will pack your things and return to the Abbey as soon as you can.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said those things. Not in the way I said them.
After you're gone, there'll be... What's that?
Singing.
Who's singing?
Your children.
My children are singing.
I wanted them to sing with fresh rain in the
Gail, you must hear.
the sound of music. My heart wants to sing every song it hears.
My heart wants to be like the wings of the birds that rise from the lake to the trees. My heart wants to sigh like a chime that flies from the trees. I go to the hill when my heart is low. I know I will be
Edelweiss. Gail, why haven't you told me how enchanting your children are?
Children, I would like you to show Frustrator the gardens.
Yes, show me the gardens. I'd like to see everything, and with you too. I don't know any of your names yet, but that doesn't matter. I'm sure I won't get them straight for a long while.
I'm Marta.
You are not. I'm Marta. She's Louisa.
You were right. I don't know my own children.
They're waiting to know you. They want so much to. After I'm gone.
No. I want you to stay.
If I can be of any help.
You've been of so much help already. You have brought music back into my home. I had forgotten.
To laugh like a brook when it trips and falls over stones in its way. To sing through the night
Like a lark who is learning to pray.
I go to the hills when my heart is lonely. I know I will hear what I've heard before. My heart will be blessed with the sound of music, and I'll sing once more.
Pray a drop of gold inside me, no name I call myself, for a long, long way to run.
Oh, I came back to congratulate you.
Thank you.
The captain was really moved.
Yes, he seemed pleased. He asked me to stay on with the children
You're staying on
until September.
till September.
Then I go back to the Abbey.
The Abbey?
I'm going to be a nun.
Oh, huh. How nice. When you get back to the Abbey, think of us.
I'll pray for you.
That's right. You must do that to all the guests.
Freshman, will you fix my bow? We never had a party in our house before.
Oh, yes. There used to be many wonderful parties here.
I remember. Friedrich and I used to sneak in and watch them from the top of the stairs.
I remember the music.
One time, your father brought in a gypsy orchestra all the way from Budapest.
They wore red coats.
Yes. Now, come along, children. The party's started. Come, mind your manners.
I remember the beautiful women and everyone dancing.
Yes, there was this one lady. It was beautiful and all. She was here all the time.
Yes, Louise, she was. Can we dance while the guests are dancing?
Of course. Remember what Fraulein Maria said.
Yes!
You have German blood, haven't you?
I'm not German, I'm Austrian.
There's going to be an Austrian somewhere. You and everyone like you, and that goes for our...
It is much more pleasant out on the terrace. Oberfeld, it's nice to see you and the Baroness again.
I hope she's ill.
Oh no, just a headache. I'm on my way up to go get her. We'll meet you out on the terrace. Thank you.
Yes, but first the boy and girl meet.
Yes.
That's not it. Allow me to show you.
I don't remember anymore.
Well, Kurt, that's how you do it.
Your face is all red.
I guess I'm not very used to dancing.
Well, hello there.
Good evening, Frustrator.
I hope you're feeling better, Trader.
Yes, thank you, Friedrich.
Hello, Uncle Max. We're having a party.
Good. Tell your father it's sure to be a success. I'm here.
Max.
Without a doubt, you're the most beautiful corporation president in the entire world.
Oh, thank you, Max.
Max, you're back. And as usual, just in time for dinner.
Georg, you didn't think you could have a gala without me.
Oh dear, now we're odd, man.
A little odd, but charming.
Liesel, would you run and ask Frau Schmidt to set 2 more places? And I would like to see Maria.
2 places.
We need another woman.
Who? Liesel?
Oh no, she's much too young. I'll ask Maria.
Ah! You're not serious.
But of course.
But she's a nursemaid.
I don't see her that way.
I mean, I don't mind. But your friends, you can't ask your friends to dine with Maria.
Why not?
Elsa, tell him why.
Max, can you change in a hurry?
Yes, Max, we can use you tonight.
Frau Schrader, they're talking about you out there.
Come, Georg. I've been dodging these people for an hour.
Brigitte, have you seen your father?
Good evening, Fräulein Maria.
Herr Detweiler, it's nice to see you again.
Yes, you're going to.
I knew it all along. Frau Schrader didn't have a headache. She just wanted to get out of the party. She was faking.
Now, Brigitte, you shouldn't say things you don't know are true.
But I do know they're true. I just heard her tell Father that she'd been dodging these people all night.
That doesn't mean she didn't have a headache. You know, it's very important that you children like Frau Schrader.
I like her, all right. Why is it important?
Well, because she's going to be your new mother.
Oh, Fräulein, Father would never marry her. Why, he couldn't.
Oh, why couldn't he?
Because he's in love with you.
No, Brigitte, no.
You must know that.
Brigitte, that's just the sort of thing.
Remember the other night when we were sitting on the floor singing the Edelweiss song and you laughed at him for forgetting the words? He didn't forget the words. He just stopped singing so he could stare at you.
Brigitte, no, that's...
And when you were dancing with him just now and looking into his eyes, you're in love with him too.
Brigitte,
I'm okay.
One more dance, Gretel, then off to bed. Fraulein Maria. You won't be having dinner with the children tonight. You'll be having dinner down here with us. Oh, yes, it's all been arranged. You'll have to hurry. You have to get dressed. Oh, and Maria, wear that dress you wore the other night when we were all singing. It was lovely, soft and white.
Shall I announce dinner, Captain?
Oh, no, not yet. The children want to say goodnight. Oh, Georg, I wanted the children to say goodnight the same way they did last night.
No, not here.
Oh, please, Georg. The way they did it for me was so sweet.
Not in front of strangers.
Please, Georg. For me.
Presto changeo.
Max, you're just in time. Children, now!
There's a sad sort of clanging from the clock in the hall, and the bells in the steeple too. And up in the nursery an absurd little bird is popping out to say cuckoo.
Regretfully they tell us, but firmly they compel us to say goodbye to you.
So long, farewell, our feeders say goodbye.
I hate to go and leave this pretty sight.
So long, farewell, our feeders say adieu.
Adieu, adieu to you and you and you.
So long, farewell, our feeders say.
I'd like to stay and taste my first champagne. Yes?
No!
So long, farewell, our feeders say goodbye.
I leave and heave a sigh and say goodbye, goodbye.
I'm glad to go. I cannot tell a lie.
I flirt, I fleety flee, I fly.
something just like that for the festival.
Wait,
and I find it here.
Wait.
A group of 7 singing children in one family.
Max, Gayo didn't even want the children to sing in front of the guests tonight. I had to persuade him.
Oh, then you have influence. You must talk to him.
Max.
Elsa.
It is for the benefit of Austria. And it wouldn't do me any harm.
Sister Sophia, take our new postulant to the living room. Bless you, my daughter. Ave.
Maria's asked to see you. I know it's taken her a long time.
I'd waited until she'd wanted to come see me.
It's strange. She's happy to be here, but she's unhappy too.
Why did they send her back to us? Do you know?
She doesn't speak. She hasn't spoken except in prayer.
I shall see her.
Maria.
This must have been a trying experience for you.
It was, Reverend Mother.
Has it taught you anything?
I've learned that I never want to leave these walls again.
Why did they send you back to us?
They didn't send me back. I left. I left without telling them I was going, without saying goodbye.
Tell me about it, my child.
Well, I was confused. I was frightened.
Frightened?
I never felt that way before. I knew that here I would be safe. I would be away from it all.
Maria, these Abbey walls are not meant to shut out your problems. What is it you can't face?
I can't face him again.
Thank you, Sister Margareta. Maria, are you in love with Captain Von Trapp?
I don't know. I don't know.
Tell me about it, my child.
Well, Brigitte said that I was, and that her father was in love with me. And then there he was, and we were looking at each other, and I could hardly breathe. That's when I knew I couldn't stay. I had to leave.
But you do like him, Maria.
Oh, yes.
Did you let him see how you felt?
If I didn't know that I did, that's what's been torturing me. I was there on God's errand to have asked for the captain's love. It would have been wrong. I don't know. great, you know this. I'm ready at this very moment to take the vows of poverty, obedience, and chastity.
Maria, the love between a man and woman is holy too. I remember when you first came here. We talked about your father and your mother and how you remembered them before they died. Tell me, Maria, were they happy?
Oh yes, Mother, they were very happy.
Maria, you were born of their love and happiness. And, my daughter, you have great capacity to love. What you must do is find out how God wants you to spend your love.
But I've pledged my life to God's service. I've pledged my life to God.
Maria, if you love this man, it does not mean that you love God any less. You must find out. You must go back.
Oh no, Mother, please, let me stay here.
Maria, these walls are not meant to shut out problems. You have to face them. You have to find the life you were born to live.
How do I find it?
Look for it.
Give us a key.
Do.
very nice. Except it's no good. Now imagine that you're on stage of a large concert hall.
What concert hall, Uncle Max?
Any concert hall. Maybe the Kautsburg concert hall. But a concert hall filled with people nonetheless. Now, let's try it again. Greta, why don't you sing that?
Because you'll sing good.
There, now you can sing real loud for Uncle Max. The night of the concert. The night of the concert you sang so beautifully and with such spirit. And now, once more. Oh! They wanted to sing for me. The beauties. But they don't sing as well as they used to.
We need Fräulein Maria.
We do not need Fräulein Maria. You can sing just as well with me.
I've had experience with choirs, quartets, glee club.
Please. Now, what are we going to sing? Do, a deer, a female deer, rain, a drop of golden sun, be her name. We are not to mention Fräulein Maria.
Come on, Max. Suddenly I feel like a brisk walk.
That's just what I needed. Georg, is anyone using the car?
Now, what are we going to sing?
Songs they have sung for 1,000 years. Thrills fill my heart.
No, not that. Louisa, did you play any of your tricks, any of your jokes on Fräulein Maria?
Only the ones she liked and laughed at.
You didn't put any toads in her belly?
No, Father, no.
Well, something had to have happened for her to leave without even saying goodbye.
Isn't Fräulein Maria coming back?
No, dear, I don't think so.
But she was the best governess we ever had.
You're not going to have a new governess.
Oh, good! I don't think that's good.
You're going to have a new mother.
A new mother?
Frau Schrader?
Yes, it was all settled last night. I'm very happy. I think it's time for your afternoon walk.
We're happy for you, Father.
Do you remember the song that Fräulein Maria used to sing when she wanted to feel better?
Yes. All right, let's try it.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, bright paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things.
Why don't I feel better?
Dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that these are a few of my favorite things. When the right away.
I'll find him.
I'll go with you.
How's your sore finger?
You remembered.
Liesel, are you all right?
Yes, Fraulein. I'm all right.
Many telegrams lately?
No. Now I will be glad to go to boarding school.
Liesel, you can't use boarding school to escape your problems. You have to face them. Oh, I have so much to tell you all about.
We have some things to tell you too.
You must have a great deal to tell me.
Well, I guess the most important thing is that Father's getting married.
Married?
To Frau Schrader.
Are you sure?
Yes, he just told us himself.
We found it.
Liesel?
Louisa, Brigitte, boys. Maria will be in the nursery.
Hate the nursery.
You're back.
Yes, Captain.
You left us without any explanation whatsoever, without even saying goodbye.
I know. It was wrong of me. Forgive me.
Why did you do this to us? Tell me.
Please don't ask. Besides, the reason no longer exists.
Then you're back to stay.
Only until you can make arrangements for a new governess.
Oh no. The children missed you very much. I missed... Everybody missed you very much. Nothing was the same while you were away. Everything was wrong.
But I...
We'll discuss it later. You go up to the children. Maria, a new dress?
We have a new postulant.
I know I'm right, Max. We'll find him and ask him.
I'll take your word for it, Elsa.
Georg. Settle this for Max and me, will you? How far down the mountain does your property go?
Can you make out that stone wall? That's the property line.
Uh-huh. You see?
I didn't argue about it.
I know that makes me furious. I don't like to win without a fight.
Well, you were gone, got a long-distance call from Berlin.
Who could be calling me from Berlin?
They said you'd know who it was.
Oh, thank you, Franz. Georg, whatever were we just talking about?
Max, this isn't the first call you've had from Berlin.
Georg, you know I'm a man of no political convictions. Can I help it if other people have them?
Let's not stir that up again. The Germans have promised not to invade Austria. Max knows that.
Then why does he bother to answer those calls from Berlin?
Because if they don't keep their promise, I won't have some friends among them.
Naturally.
So you agree with him too?
Georg, let me put it this way. There was a man who was dying. They were giving him his last promise. They said to him, "Do you renounce the devil and all his works?" And the man said, "At this moment, I'd prefer not to make any enemies."
Oh, Georg, if they should invade us, would you really defy them?
Yes.
Do you have any idea what might happen to you? To your property?
To your children?
To everyone? To Elsa? To me?
Well, what will you do then if they come?
What anyone with any sense would do. Sit tight and wait for it all to blow up.
And you think it will?
One thing's for certain. Nothing you do will make any difference.
Yes, he's right. So, don't look so serious, darling. Take the world off your shoulders. Relax. You dear, attractive, dewy-eyed idealist. Today you have to learn to be a realist.
You may be bent on doing deeds of daring do, but up against a shark, what can a herring do?
Be wise, compromise.
Compromise and be wise.
Let them think you're on
I will not bow my head to the men I despise.
You won't have to bow your head, just stoop a little.
Why not learn to put your faith and your reliance on an obvious and simple fact of science? A crazy planet full of crazy people is somersaulting all around the sky, and every time it turns another somersault, another day goes by, and there's no way to stop it. No, there's no way to stop it. No, you can't stop it even if you try. So I'm not going to worry. No, I'm not going to worry. Every time I see another day go by.
Well, somersaulting at a cockeyed end, we make a cockeyed circle round the sun. And when we circle back to where we started from, another year has run. And there's no way to stop it, no, there's no way to stop it when the earth wants to roll around the sun. You're a fool if you worry, you're a fool if you worry over anything but little number one. That's you,
That's
and me, that all-absorbing character,
that fascinating creature,
that super special feature.
me.
so every star and every whirling planet, and every constellation in the sky revolves around the center of the universe, a lovely thing called I.
And there's no way to stop it. No, there's no way to stop it. And I know though I cannot tell you why. That as long as I'm living, just as long as I'm living, there'll be nothing else as wonderful as I.
Nothing else as wonderful as
Me, the one thing we can all agree on. Each one of us is most important to himself. But you can't save yourself by giving up. You can't outwit a lion by putting your head
Your call from Berlin, sir?
in the lion's mouth.
I'll take it.
No, Max. You better talk to them now. Gail, I feel as if I know what's going to happen here. Can't you see things my way?
No. Not if you're willing to see things their way.
There's one thing you do better here than we do in Vienna. Your sunsets. I'm going to miss them.
Captain. Oh, I beg your pardon.
Maria. Gayo, you didn't tell me Maria was back. I'm delighted.
Thank you. Captain, the children would like to know if they could take a holiday from their lessons tomorrow so we could go on a picnic.
Yes, I don't mind.
Thank you. That will make them very happy. And may I be permitted to wish you happiness too? Frau Schrader, Captain, the children have told me you're going to be married.
Oh. Well, I'm afraid the children were wrong. Gayo. Oh, I've got to finish my packing if I'm to get back to Vienna tomorrow.
If you feel you must, I'll tell Franz to have the car ready.
I can do that.
Green-eyed lady, ocean lady.
Auf Wiedersehen, Georg. Goodbye, Maria.
I'm sorry if I said something I shouldn't have said.
You did say the wrong thing, but you said it at the right time. You can't marry someone when you're in love with someone else.
The children told me you were going to marry Frau Schrader.
It seems we just couldn't go the same way. That door is shut.
Sister Margareta says that when God shuts a door,
I know. He opens a window. Maria, why did you run away to the Abbey? What made you come back?
the Mother Abbess, she said you have to look for your life.
Often when you find it, you don't recognize it.
No.
Not at first, but then, one day, one night, all of a sudden, it stands before you.
Yes.
I look at you now and realize this isn't something that has just happened. This is something I have known deep inside me for many weeks. You knew it too. What was it that told you?
Brigitte. She said when we were dancing that night.
She was quite right. That was no ordinary dance, was it?
I haven't danced like that since I was a little girl. It's quite different when you're grown up, isn't it?
When you were a little girl, did a little boy ever kiss you?
Uh-huh.
That's quite different too.
Is it? It is different.
Your whole life will be different now, Maria. It will take you anywhere you want to go. Get you anything you could ever wish for.
But I don't want to go anywhere. Everything I could ever wish for is right here. Perhaps I had a wicked childhood. Perhaps I had a miserable youth. But somewhere in my wicked, miserable past, there must have been a moment of truth. For here you are, standing there, loving me, whether or not you should. So somewhere in my youth or childhood, I must have done something good. Nothing comes from nothing, nothing ever could. So somewhere in my youth or childhood, I must have done
Is there someone I should ask permission to marry?
How about we ask the children? Reverend Mother, have I your permission to look at myself? I brought a mirror. It's in my suitcase. Sister Bertha?
I don't think she's had time to look lines.
Sister Bertha, the mirror.
Why, Mother, I look...
Don't be vain, my daughter. Let me see it for you. You are indeed beautiful.
Treaty of Versailles was signed in 1919, there have been only a few really momentous days in the history of Europe. Mussolini marching on Rome, Stalin launching his first 5-year plan, Hitler breaking the bonds of Versailles one by one. Today comes another such mighty moment, as Hitler's bomb bursting finally carries Nazi expansion across the borders of Germany into the land of his birth. As officials pull down the frontier barrier, the political significance of these pictures is still too fresh in the minds of the world to need discussion. So without comment, we present the story of Germany's march into Austria, across the bridge over the river Salza into Salzburg.
Children, look, Liesel, Louisa, Friedrich, Kurt. The Counsberg Festival, 1938. Look, and here are your names. The Trapp family singers. Liesel, Friedrich, Louisa, Kurt, Brigitte, Marta, and Gretel.
I'm always last.
Because you were the youngest.
And now, Liesel, the day after tomorrow, at 11 o'clock, I'm depending on you to have all the children there. That's when the bus...
Can you help me, please? The governor is here. He wants to know why we're flying the new flag.
Well...
You see, I tried to explain to him...
What? When will the captain be returning?
Who knows? When a man is on his honeymoon.
These are not times for joking. It's been 4 days since the Anschluss, and this is the only house in the province not flying the flag of the Third Reich.
You mean the flag with the black spire?
Brigitte!
Do you permit such remarks in this house? Who are you?
I am Maximilian Detweiler, First Secretary of the Ministry of Education and Culture.
That was in the old regime.
In the old regime, I was third. I am now first.
Good. Then you will order them to fly the flag.
Captain Von Trapp wouldn't... I only take my orders from Captain Von Trapp.
You will take your orders from us, and so will the captain. Heil!
Heil!
Why was he so cross?
Everyone is cross these days.
Is father going to be in trouble?
He doesn't have to be. The thing to do now is try and get along with everyone. Now the bus leaves at 11 o'clock tomorrow. The day after tomorrow.
Uncle Max, are you sure Father will be okay with this?
He'll be pleased and proud.
Do you think so, Liesel?
Brigitte, don't you believe me?
No.
Well, anyways, the bus leaves at 11 o'clock.
Fräulein Liesel, see what I have here.
That's father's luggage.
Yes.
Liesel, let's not hurry to tell them anything. I mean, they'll have so much to tell us already.
Max!
Georg, we didn't expect you back until next Thursday.
Max, it's good to see you. There's much I want to talk about.
Children, we missed you so very much.
What you miss most?
We missed all that noise you make in the morning.
We missed listening to you guys tell each other to be quiet. We missed going upstairs each night to tell you good night.
We missed hearing you sing.
You came back just in time to hear us sing. Good, Father. We sing in the Carlsberg Festival Friday night.
Let me see this. Max, do you know anything about this?
Well, Georg, I've just been waiting to talk to you about it.
You can't talk your way out of this one, Max.
Present!
I want the big one! I want this one! Please, please, please! I want the big one!
I'm very fortunate to have gotten them in at all. They'll be the talk of the festival. 7 singing children in one family.
Not my family.
But the committee heard them. They were enchanted.
Really, Max? What did they say?
Oh, Maria, you've never heard such praise.
Georg, did you hear?
The Von Trapp family does not sing in public.
But if they make people happy...
And for the festival. People come from all over the world for the festival.
It is out of the question.
Georg, it is for Austria.
There is no Austria.
The untruths happened peacefully. Let's at least be grateful for that.
Grateful to these swine?
He's got to at least pretend to work with them. I mean, I admire the way he feels. I really do. You must convince him. He has to compromise.
No, Max. No.
Maria, you must.
Max, I can't ask Georg to be any less than what he is.
If you won't talk to him, then I will. If those children don't sing in the festival, it would reflect poorly on Austria. And it wouldn't do me any good either.
Oh, Maria, I've always known you loved us children, but now I know you love Father.
I do very much.
How can you be sure?
Because I don't think first of myself anymore. I think first of him. I know now how to spend my love. A bell is no bell till you ring it. A song is no song till you sing it. And love in your heart wasn't put there to stay. Love isn't love till you give it away. When you're 16, going on 17, waiting for life to start, somebody kind who touches your mind will suddenly touch your heart.
When that happens, after it happens, nothing is quite the same. Somehow you know you'll jump up and go whenever he calls your name.
Gone are your old ideas of life, the old ideas grow dim. Lo and behold, you're someone's wife, and you belong with him. You may think this kind of adventure never may come to you. Darling 16, going on 17, wait a year or two.
Now wait a year
Or two.
There's a telegram for the captain.
Rolf, I'd like you to meet my mother. My new mother.
Rolf, it's so good to meet you finally.
I have a telegram for Captain Von Trapp.
Well, you stay here with Liesel. I can take it to him.
I have orders to make sure it gets delivered to Captain Von Trapp.
I think you can trust me to give it to him.
I have my orders.
Silly. They're married.
Franz! This letter is to be delivered into the hands of Captain Von Trapp.
Heil.
Hi.
Rolf? Even Franz.
Yes. Even Franz. Even me. Even everybody in Nonberg except the great Captain Von Trapp. If he knows what's good for him, he'll come over to the right side. And if he doesn't, he better get out of this country. There are things today that happen to a man like that. Oh, cry all you want. Just remember what I said. And you remember too.
Oh, Liesel, don't cry.
How could he turn on Father like that?
Maybe he wasn't threatening your father. Maybe he was just warning him.
Liesel?
What is it, Georg?
I didn't think I'd have to make a decision this quickly. It's a commission from Berlin. Join their navy.
Well, Georg?
I can't just brush this aside. I admit, it would be nice to have a ship underneath me again. Well, what I mean is, it'd be a relief and a comfort to know that you and the children are safe. But, well, what I mean is, Maria, please help me.
Georg, whatever you decide will be my decision.
Thank you. I know now I can't do it.
Of course not.
We'll have to get out of Austria immediately.
You'll have to leave tonight. Now.
Not without you and the children. Besides, we can't just pack up and leave. They'll be watching us now. We'll have to make a plan. We'll have time.
Sir, Admiral von Schreiber of the Navy of the Third Reich is here to see you.
Thank you, Franz. They didn't give us time.
Then we'll have to make time.
I'll bring him in. We must be careful.
What's going on? Maria, stormtroopers? This is what I was afraid of.
Max, you stay here with Georg. Liesel, we need to find the children. Quickly, quickly.
This way, gentlemen. We can discuss in here. Admiral von Schreiber, allow me to introduce you to Herr Detweiler. Max, I'm sure you already know, Herr Zeller. Would you gentlemen care to sit down?
We are here on business. Captain Von Trapp, a telegram was sent to you 3 days ago.
I have just received it. I have been away. I have been at home only half an hour.
The captain was on his honeymoon.
Congratulations, Captain.
Thank you, sir.
Your reputation in the war is well known by us, Captain.
It's an honor to hear you say that, sir.
Let's get to the point, if you don't mind. In our Navy, we hold you in very high regard. That explains why I am here. Having had no response to our telegram, Naval High Command has sent me here in person.
I'm flattered, sir. But really, I
am here to present you with your commission.
I'm deeply conscious of the honor, sir, but I really can't.
And your orders are to report immediately to our naval base at Bremerhaven.
Immediately? But why, I'm afraid that would be just impossible for you, Georg.
Admiral von Schreiber, allow me to introduce you to my wife, the Baroness von Trapp.
Madame.
What I meant, sir, is that we are all singing in the Karlsberg Festival Friday night. See there in the program, Von Trapp Family Singers.
It has been arranged by the Ministry of Education and Culture.
Friday night. It is Wednesday. It's only a matter of 2 days. It may be possible you could report to Bremerhaven by Monday. Admiral, is there a telephone I can use?
Right this way. And Admiral, perhaps if there are any questions, maybe adding the weight of my voice to clear some...
It gives only here the names of the children.
It says the Von Trapp Family Singers. I'm head of the Von Trapp family.
It's hard to believe, Captain Von Trapp, you singing in a concert.
You may choose what you wish to believe, Herr Zeller.
It doesn't say what you're singing. What are you going to sing, Captain?
It is your privilege to come to the concert and hear us, sir.
I want to hear you sing now. Sing what you're singing in the concert. Sing!
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Liesel, Would you give us a doe? Doe, a deer, a female deer, ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself.
Oh, a long, long way to run.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have an announcement that concerns you. The festival concert has reached its conclusion. Except, of course, we don't know what that conclusion is going to be. Our magnificent judges are currently putting their heads together to arrive to their decision, and while we wait, I think there should be an argument. As it seems, this may be the last opportunity the family Von Trapp singers have to sing together for a very long time. I have just been notified by Admiral von Schreiber that Captain von Trapp will leave immediately after the conclusion of the concert to assume his position of command in the naval forces of the Third Reich. A guard of honor has just arrived to escort the captain directly from the concert hall to the naval base at Bremerhaven. The family von Trapp singers again.
There's a sad sort of clanging from the clock in the hall, and the bells in the steeple too. And up in the nursery, an absurd little bird is popping out to say cuckoo.
Regretfully they tell us, but firmly they compel us to say goodbye to you.
So long, farewell, our readers say goodnight.
We hate to go and leave this pretty sight.
So long, farewell, our readers say adieu.
Adieu, adieu, to you and you and you.
So long, farewell, our readers say goodnight. We flit, we float, we fleet, we flee, we fly. So long, farewell, our readers say goodbye. The sun has gone to bed, and so must I. Goodbye.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have here the decision from our distinguished judges. The third award for the Kautsburg Festival of 1938 goes to the trio of the Sängerbund of Herwegen. Our second award for this year's Kautsburg Festival goes to Fräulein Schweiger, the first soloist of the choir of St. Agatha's Church in Murbach. Yes, sure. And finally, first prize, the highest musical honor in the Ostmark, the family von Trapp singers.
They're gone!
They've only 5 more rooms to search. Shouldn't be long now.
How many of them were there?
I counted only 8 stormtroopers and their officer.
Sister Margareta, we didn't know that we would put the Abbey in this danger.
The church has always been a sanctuary. This is outrageous.
Not with these people. This is the 3rd time they've searched the Abbey.
Look there!
That's why we put you out here in the garden. They always search inside, never outside.
Isn't this God's house?
Yes, darling.
We must be very, very quiet. We'll let you know when they're gone.
After they've gone, can we go back home?
No, dear. We have a very long drive ahead of us.
Liesl, let's all stay close together.
Lieutenant! No one here!
Come along!
Thank God. As soon as it's safe, we will take our leave. We've stashed our car deep in the woods.
The car will do you no good. They left a guard in front of the gate. I've been listening to the wireless. The roads are blocked. The border's been closed.
I always thought of these mountains as my friends, standing there, protecting us. Now it seems they have become our enemies.
Never your enemies, haven't you read? First I lift up mine eyes into the hills, and let's go with my help.
Georg, I know those mountains as well as I know this garden, and so do you. And once we're over those mountains, we're in Switzerland.
But the children.
We can help them.
Father, we can do it without help.
You will have help. You shall go forth with joy, and be led forth by peace. The mountains and hills shall break forth before you unto singing.